Can you hear me?
Yep, can't hear you. I see you just beating me to everything. It's all good. I was like, oh yeah. Let me go ahead and post that room for everybody. Yeah, I wasn't sure if you were reluctantly doing it or if you're totally okay with doing it. So I was like,
I don't care. I'm ready for it, so it's not a big deal. We're live, by the way.
oh, right on.
Haha!
Hi everybody. Let me fix the names because this is not a. Unless he already did that too.
Unless I did what?
Oh, I gotta fix the name on the channel. You already did that too. All right.
I'm sorry, but you're gonna have to pick things up here, Rar.
Shoot. All right.
Have you played this game before, Rar?
I believe that I have.
No, this is gonna be a fun one. Why am I not hearing any music? Alright, here we go. Better.
And now it's action tango. Oh yeah, definitely played this ages long past.
How's it going?
AO Alpha,
Just
getting
waiting
ready
my-
for your Kuso.
Yeah, we're racing a game where I'm a surfing bear on a skateboard with a slingshot. That's the game.
A
It
surfing
is
bear.
Yes.
This sounds
But
like
he's,
TNT Surf Designs too.
No, it's Yo Bro. For the TurboGrafx 16. Starring the Beach Boys.
Oh dear. Oh dear. I mean, at least you didn't have to play friggin' Bubsy 3D.
I
How,
mean,
how did you do on that, after all, Rar?
Third.
I mean, you could do worse.
Yeah, no, it's okay. Somebody's got to be bad at Kuso in order for other people to be good at it.
if I win this one, I'm pretty sure I advance because that means I have a minimum of 17 points. So I'm hoping to win. But they're telling us all to go live, so I gotta pop out of here. So bye bye.
Good luck to you.
Yep.
So, yeah. For those watching, the race is scheduled to start in about 15 minutes, so there will be. It takes a little bit while we get set up for the weekly blind, but more people are encouraged to join in.
And if you're new to blind racing, this is a good race to join in. This will be a fairly short one. You don't need to download any games or anything like that. You just play it with your mouse and keyboard. So this is a good opportunity to hop in real quick and join the race.
Oh yeah, the weekly blinds are open for everybody. Just jump on the Speedruns Live IRC. There is a race room that's up for it right now. Just go for the race that's listed as Karoshi, because I forgot this. Bam. All right, so yeah, it's listed as Karoshi. So jump in and enjoy. The weekly blinds are just our weekly fun races for everybody to join. It's not too hyper competitive. You don't have anything to lose other than maybe a half an hour of your time, and it's just highly encouraged.
Keep in mind, that game is not the one that we're playing. That is Karoshi 1. We're playing Karoshi Suicide Salaryman, the Flash game. It's a different game.
Oh, it is a different game.
It
Oh,
is a
okay,
different
I thought
game.
This was Karoshi the first. Oh, my bad.
No.
Oh,
Yeah, I already checked. It is not. It's never been raced in SRL.
Suicide Salaryman?
Yes.
Turns out it has. We have Cigarette and Pocket N64 have raced it a few times.
Interesting. Okay.
We actually have a decent amount of people that played it. Including our very own Zex, Senk, Lightyear, and Zenek. We will also be having a reject race immediately after this weekly blind, so that will be coming up too.
Of course, this does. Most of our players, I think, are used to streaming console games or even PC freeware games. Streaming Flash games and anything browser-based, that always poses an issue for people. That it takes a little bit of thought to do that. So this is one also that hopefully the players get set up pretty quickly on account of the fact that it's going to take them a little while to actually get the game to display properly.
Oh yeah, and a thing about Flash games is that Flash games are in fact banned from Mystery Tournament because they are a little bit wonky. They can't be, because Flash bases itself off of some things like your processor speed, they can be out of sync quite often. So we don't get them in Mystery Tournament, but during weekly blinds, a lot more of anything goes applies. Basically, as long as people are interested in racing it, we're going to race it. So we do have some Flash games and the like here where we wouldn't have it otherwise.
Who else do we have?
Lightning shots too. 3 hearts.
Oh, would you do me a favor real quick and pull up the spreadsheet for games and pull Karoshi off of the list, put it in the played one. That way when we run the roulette, it doesn't pop up.
Right on. Oh man, that weekly blind sheet's gotten way awesome since I started. Or since it started. You got different categories and stuff we're setting up. Nice. Is there actually music playing there?
Should be music playing.
I can't. It's really, really quiet. The distortion from the noise from the mic actually is louder than the music.
Let me turn it up a bit then. Alright, hopefully people get their streams up.
Yeah, we're getting close. Oh yeah, this game counts down your lives, doesn't it?
Yes, it does. So we count down from the beginning instead of counting up. So it's not any kind of mystical, thing like in braid where it's supposed to have some kind of significance, metaphysically. Now it's just you start with 49 lives and you work your way down.
You're trying to lose all the lives.
Yeah, so if you're a player who has a lot of trouble in, blind races and things like that, you die really fast, this might be the game for you, because dying really fast really is the objective.
Die faster than Dark Souls. If you're dying as fast as you die in Dark Souls, then you're not dying fast enough in Karoshi.
Alright, I think we just about got it. We should be almost starting right on time today. That'll be nice.
Oh yeah. I hear it would help if I actually launched streams.
I mean, that's optional. Let's go ahead and use Prince Caro's audio, because I think that Prince Caro usually doesn't use a mic.
Yeah, and if that doesn't work, then some girl's always reliable too. So who do we have up on stream today?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear your question.
Who do we have up on stream today?
Well, you'll see right now, because I just put it up. We've got Salmon Buffalo, we've got Some Girl on the Internet, we've got Prince Caro, and we've got PXOXD. So we're going to watch how well that these folks do. Let's go ahead and kill the music, and let's get some audio up here. And it looks like we got a race starting. So what we have for us today is Karoshi, Suicide Salaryman. There's a whole series of games here. Oops, somebody turned off their music. That's no good. This is a whole series of games where the object of the games is to kill yourself as fast as you can. In defiance of usual video game objectives where you're trying to stay alive.
Karoshi is stated to be the embodiment of the Japanese idea of working yourself to death. And so they are trying to work themselves, literally, to death.
So it looks like Some Girl may have pulled ahead. Yeah, Some Girl has pulled a little bit ahead of the other players, although they'll be catching up shortly. This is a puzzle game. So unlike some of the reject races we've been seeing where, players will pull ahead and then they may be able to maintain a lead, In this one, players can get stuck on a puzzle at any time, and if that happens, then they're going to be there. They may be there a while and give an opportunity for somebody else to figure it out faster.
Yeah, and this game is a game that has been similarly raced before. We've seen Karoshi 2.0 and Super Mario Karoshi. So, if any of these racers played that prior, there is a good chance that they'll have some knowledge of what to do, what to deal with here. But the puzzles may be similar, but they are all at least some level of different.
Yeah, it's a very... The different games have different kinds of mechanics. There's a bit of an advantage there at times when you're playing a mystery tournament, because usually you would get games that are completely different, but if you've played other games in a series, that may advantage you because you're familiar with the basic concepts, even though the game is new. So there's an area where just playing a wide variety of games like this may give you some experience that you can use.
Yeah, that's basically like the best way to get good at Mystery Tournament is to just play a bunch of different games, because the more games you play, the more you start understanding those mechanics, the better you do overall. So it's basically the best way to get better in a mystery setting is just do.
Now, as we...
Sully is pulling ahead here.
Yeah, I was just going to say that some girls spent a little bit of time on one of those puzzles, and Sully figured that out pretty fast. Sully being PXOXD, for those who are on the restream and not familiar with these players. So that's going to be a big advantage. If they can solve these other puzzles quickly enough, that may be enough to maintain it and get through, because this is a fairly short goal.
Oh, yeah. And Sully's just like plowing through it too. He looked at that level and immediately knew what to do on it. A thing I wanted to comment on a while back, there was a great moment there where Salmon Buffalo did a thing in reverse, where you were supposed to shoot the gun at one direction and then have it bounce off the trampolines and come all the way back down and shoot you. He pointed in the opposite direction and then just created a hail of bullets that he could jump into. All right, and we have our first level with screen wrapping.
Yeah, whereas Karoshi 2, which we played as a previous weekly, had a very wide variety of levels, this one plays a little more formulaically. That a lot of the puzzles have mechanics that they reuse from level to level, so it makes it a little bit easier to get good at it and then maintain a lead.
Mind you, the lead that Sully has at this point is still a fragile lead. That's only a 2-stage difference at this point.
Yeah, at the rate that they've been clearing the levels, I mean, you're only looking at perhaps a minute or two of advantage. All right, Some Girl and Prince Caro are neck and neck right now. I need to fix the music instrument. There we go.
Yeah, Sully just clears that level.
Yeah, it took some thinking to do.
Sully attempts to shoot the box down, but I think he's got to shoot on the other. Oh, you can just shoot the switch. All right.
Yeah, this level is one of the troll levels where it has a lot of red herring components, and you realize that you don't need any of those.
Oh, Sully figured that one out real quick. Like, wow, I didn't even see that solution.
There we go. Yeah, this varies back and forth. The levels don't progressively get more difficult like in a normal puzzle game. They're very different. And some of them will click immediately and some of them will take you a while.
Sully's looking at those spikes going, it can't be that easy. It was that easy.
Yeah, it was just the moment of hesitation there, thinking there's going to be a trick. But no, there was no trick.
Alright, now we have the bullet ad infinitum. Oh, and he just barely missed where the box was going to land. Here we have screen wrapping again, but this time with bullets.
Yeah, you're just a little bit ahead of me by about maybe 10 seconds.
Okay.
There we go. Yeah, now I see the screen wrapping.
It seems to be a recurrent theme that the caster is always slightly slower than the rest of the commentators.
Yeah.
Regardless of which one of us is the one doing it.
I don't know how that is. I think it has to do with I don't know. Maybe we need to experiment a bit and figure out a way that we can time these up a little bit better so that we can have more precise commentary.
I believe at that point it's time that we start learning how to. I start investigating how to run an actual commentary stream, speedrun gaming style. Uh-oh.
Yeah, I see it too. Looks like we might be seeing a race pretty soon. Well, regardless, we can always catch some of them on a VOD. Have we done any VODs of any of the missed races?
We have not yet. We could do some though later.
Yeah, that might not be a bad idea to get some VODs going on, especially if it starts quieting down. All right. Well, Solly seems to have come to his own on this game because his lead is not disappearing. Although
Yeah,
this
definitely.
this level's a little bit trickier. Hopefully he has figured out. There we go. Yep, there we go. Yeah, none of these levels are really stumping him, which is good.
I'm trying to figure this one out a little bit. I think this one has screen wrapping for the bullet.
I don't know. I think that they just need to shoot the safe on 24. Yeah, it's timing. There's a couple of levels in this one that what you do is obvious, you just have to execute. There we go. Nails it. So everybody is on different stages now. So right now the standings look like Sully is in the lead here with at level 22. Next closest is Prince Kara, who is behind by a whole 3 levels. So that's a pretty big gap on this. Although not a big gap in time that necessarily though, since the levels go pretty fast. Some girls only 1 level behind on level 26, and I think that she's going to clear this in just a second. And Salmon Buffalo is surprisingly behind by quite a bit, still on level number 31. I think that they're maybe a little bit tricked by this 1 level. But no, they figure it out, so they're moving on.
Oh wow, what a level. Just shoot and hope that you get the right shot. I mean, I'd be okay with death by falling infinitely. That would be a fun way to die. Well, except I could actually die of hunger and...
Yeah, I don't know that I would do that. I don't think that we should condone unusual methods of death here.
Nope, we only condone those normal methods of death.
That's, okay.
Welcome to Suicide Salaryman.
Alright, PXOXD is down to the teens. And I just took a peek as well at the restream for the other players who aren't on the who aren't up here. It looks like everybody is in the 20s, so PXOXD Sully is pretty far ahead of everybody right now.
Isn't there supposed to be a thing in this level that Prince or that Salmon's on? I feel like there's supposed to be a trampoline somewhere there.
Nope. No. That level's exactly as it's intended. Everybody else has cleared it.
Okay, yeah. There we go. My bad. The idea was that you shoot the thing and then you constantly... Yeah.
Yeah, those spikes are a red herring. One of many.
Nope, you missed that shot. You missed that shot.
Alright. So... this isn't going to take too much longer. I think we're going to have some players finishing around between the 20-minute mark and the 25-minute mark, which is a pretty good time.
Yeah, do you know where any of our off-stream players are looking at?
When I just checked a moment ago, it looks like we've got one on 22, and we have one of them is on 23.
Wow, Sully taking the commanding lead right now.
Yeah, he's really figured this out. So, when we congratulate him, we should also recommend to him some mental health counselors just to be safe. These last few levels that Sully's on now, these are a little bit tricky because the mechanics change when playing these. So these are ones that you can't solve using only the obvious objects in the room. Like in this level, for example, now Sully had to jump repeatedly to gain enough height that they could reach the gun.
Wow.
It makes no sense whatsoever, but then again, this is a game about killing yourself.
That's when I ask you to be careful. You step in the wrong spot, you block your spike.
Alright, only 10 levels left. Yeah, this be careful level is possibly the most difficult one in the game.
And he just laughs at it.
Yeah, as long as you don't hold the button, you're good.
You sure Sully hasn't seen this before?
It's entirely possible.
Yeah. There's no actual competitive standing. We attempted to do a league format for the weekly blinds, and then we just kind of didn't. So, the weekly blinds there just...
The weekly blinds are for fun, and there's nothing wrong with just having fun. No, when you want to do competitive play, that's when you join one of our tournaments. We've got the Reject tournament going on, and of course we have our new tournament. The co-op tournament should be starting up not too long from now.
Yup, we'll be doing the Mystery Co-op tournament where you and a partner get to play through Mystery Co-op games as fast as possible. This will require you having a partner that is able to be with... or that you're able to stand over the course of the game. So not only does it require your own wits and skills, it requires you being able to cope with other people.
Yeah, we should probably talk a little bit more about getting people into that after the stream, or maybe you want to link the interest form in the chat so folks can take a look at that too.
Oh yeah, good point. I have one of those.
Alright, so some girl is on level 15. She's moving down through the teens pretty quick here. And we have Prince Caro is down to level 11. So running out of levels there. Here we go. Prince Caro has figured out the move slowly level. Yep, these last few levels have unusual tricks to them. The level that Sully's on right now, the character says everything you do is wrong, and so the solution is to do absolutely nothing.
Oh boy.
And I think that he's picked up on this already. Yep, there we go. So you can't tell from the restream, but level number 5 is the controls are reversed.
And 4, he figures out to make a stairwell. And now he's figuring out to use the mouse controls, I think.
Yep.
Oh, the mouse is a platform in this one.
Yes, it is. Bless you.
Okay. Nothing here. Better just give up. So I'm going to go ahead and guess you have to return to menu and give up on this level.
That's exactly what they've got to do. As soon as they click return to menu, they'll do it. So we'll see how long it takes them to figure that out, because this is one of the more obtuse puzzles.
At least this one doesn't involve injecting a CD-ROM.
No, it does not. That is an advantage.
Slowly sitting around a bit, not figuring out what to do here. Actually losing some time.
Yeah, but right now they've got a pretty big lead, and I think the other players are going to get stumped just as hard on this one.
There he goes. Oh no, he gets an extra life. They're giving extra lives over here.
Yeah, the final level is a little bit tricky. This is sort of a boss level, and the hearts are bad for you because they're good for you.
All right, and Sully has finished in first place with a time of 19:27. Really nicely done.
Congratulations to Sully for that victory. There is a little bit more, but I figured it's a brief moment, and rather than complicate it with a confusing explanation of when the end point is, just kill it at the credits.
Oh, because there's actual further gameplay at that point.
Okay. I mean, ever so briefly. All right.
In chat, it's amazing how good these people are at killing themselves. Yeah. I know, right? Like, actually, I shouldn't make that joke.
Yeah, that's a little bit distressing when you get down to it.
Bit macabre, yeah.
All right, let's see who else we can pull up here.
The Some Girl versus Prince Caro race, though, is really... Oh no, Prince Caro accidentally locking himself inside. Doesn't have mouse on screen, so we can't actually see what the mouse is doing here.
trying to pull up 90, but 90 may finish before I manage to do that.
Oh, some girl has grabbed quite a few hearts at this point.
Yeah, you gotta watch out for those, because that'll add a lot onto this race. Which is unfortunate.
Especially since that pig is super random.
It is. There's absolutely nothing fair about this final boss. You might even argue that this would be a reject tournament worthy game.
I think only if it's like to get to the final boss and not to beat the final boss, it would work. But also the fact that it is reject tournament because the game is Flash, and we do not allow Flash because of Flash problems.
Nice. So 90 manages to clear it as well. So that makes 90 our second place finisher.
And Prince Caro gets the finish first. Nicely done.
Gets the finish right after, so that puts Prince Caro in third place. Go ahead and let 90 play on. 90 is going to show us the last little bit of the game. See, that's it. Nothing else special there. And then the game starts over.
Okay. And some girl gets it, so we just have what? We just have Lightning and Salmon still in the game, right?
Yep. Let's pull up Lightning. Let's see. What do we have? Some girl has dropped off. Where do I?
There's a key to this level. Salmon, all you gotta do is press the K button. I don't seem to be getting lightning stream.
Do you have the
Oh,
right?
there we go.
Do you have the right one?
Oh, lightning just finished. That's why, probably why.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Who do we have left in the race? We
I
just
think
have
we
Sam and
have
Buffalo.
Buffalo.
All right, let's see if we've got some audio.
Yeah, I think Salmon's the audio I've been using all along. All right, and he figures out to press K, and now he's trying to figure out that everything you do is wrong.
Yep, you just have to follow the advice. Those little faces have not led you astray yet, and so you should obey their instructions. There we go.
All
Gets
right,
it.
they're the ones that are going to help you get through this. All right,
All right.
Salmon should not have a problem with the rest of these levels. I don't think that the clicks and the double clicks and the like are going to be confusing. Well, except maybe when you lock yourself in, but he did not.
Yeah, not a whole lot of method to the madness right there. Just it seems like a random selection of blocks were created. But it manages to get through.
Alright, so now he's trying to figure out what the mouse does in this level.
I'm sure they'll figure it out pretty quick. The I like mouse is a pretty good hint.
Oh, looks like he's seeing that the mouse might be blocked there.
Yep.
There it goes.
Yep, figures it out. Easy as pie. Just has to figure out how to position it to best make use of it. Oops. There's a little bit of trouble there, but no. Nope, you gotta jump up. Just jump. Just jump. There you go. Plans ahead. Manages to get the gun. Alright, should be able to finish it pretty easy here. Yep, puts himself in the right position. No, don't fall. You gotta shoot it. Just shoot it! Shoot it!
There you go.
There we go. Alright, so
Just give up.
2 levels left.
Just give up, Salmon. He keeps trying to restart, but he's not giving up.
Yeah, restarting isn't giving up. Restarting is the opposite of giving up.
Oh, he figures out that he can click on something up top, but the wrong button.
Almost. Getting close. Really likes checking those menus. See, that's one of those things where you start thinking into the game and you're trying to think of what is the developer going to use against me rather than solving the puzzle. Because I know I've played at least one game where that was the solution. You had to right-click and access the menu to do something.
Alright, he returns the menu and gives up. Alright.
Congratulations. Alright, avoid those hearts.
He's grabbing hearts. Oh no, he's grabbing them!
This is not good. Oh, the sound of those hearts is heartbreaking.
Alright, he's got a few deaths in.
It's also possible that the pig is a little more aggressive if you have lots of hearts.
It looks like the tail also, like the box for the pig extends a little bit further to the right than expected.
Generous hitboxes. Alright, just one more and he defeats the anime girls.
And he gets it! Everybody has finished.
Yep, congratulations to Salmon Buffalo finishing this race within the estimate of 30 minutes, in fact. So congratulations to everybody who joined and completed the race. So this was a short one. Normally we do races that are closer to the 2-hour to 3-hour mark. But since we've got a whole lot going on this week, it wasn't a big deal that we wound up having a shorter race. So unless you have something else you want to address first here, Roar, I think we need to pull up the mystery roulette.
Again, we are putting up the interest for the mystery co-op tournament. We don't know how that's going to turn out. It'll be an interesting thing to see, that's for sure. If you are interested in playing, you can fill out this form here that I'm posting in just a moment. This is just gauging interest. This is not an actual sign-up form yet. We are still in the middle of Reject Tournament. We'll be working on using the power of Reject to get some time to test and work out co-op tournament. So it's still in the beginning preliminary phases at this point, and we won't actually open signups until after Reject Tournament is over proper, which will be soon. So today is actually the final, well, will be about 3 weeks. Today is the final day of the first of 5 rounds of Reject Tournament. We have a Reject race coming up very, very shortly, and we'll be seeing the next round starting tomorrow and running until the 27th. So we'll have, again, like about 28 weeks or 26 races a week, I believe, is the current speed we're going. So that's pretty nice. So go ahead and run that mystery wheel.
Let's see what game we are going to play next week. There we go, we can see it. So what do we have on the wheel for today? We have Soar, Valkyrie no Densetsu, Whirlo, Smash Smash Hammer, Smash something, and Cave Story, the original game. So Valkyrie no Densetsu pulling out to early lead, but then Cave Story overcomes it. That horse is moving. Cave Story is booking it. Whirlo is making a desperate attempt, but I think it may be too little too late, and Smash Smash Hammer Smash just doesn't care. So we have the original Cave Story for the PC, a Metroidvania adventure game. If you're not familiar with it, it has been remade about 30 times on official consoles. It's a very good game, a little bit lengthy of a game, but I think it should fit pretty neatly in with the with our usual goals. So tune in again next week, and you can watch Cave's story, or you can even join the race yourself and play. Hopefully we'll get some blind people to play the race along with everybody. Alright, so let's go ahead and kill that. Any last minute announcements, or shall we just jump straight into that reject game?
Oh yeah, I just wanted to say that the main thing to note about the weekly blinds is that we will be taking precedent, or those will be taking precedent over the reject games over the course of this, since the weekly blinds are an ongoing thing. So sometimes we might miss reject matches, but we are broadcasting those weekly blinds as well.
All right, so with that, I think that's the end of today's weekly blind stream, but I believe we have a weekly race coming up very shortly.
Yep, let's do that reject.
All right, thank you everybody for watching. We'll be back in just a moment.